Hi everybody, it's Cindy and I'm back to do an update. Today is June 17th. I hope everybody is having an awesome weekend, and I do have a couple of special things to share today. This is not going to be a long video, but some exciting things. I was supposed to have company this weekend from out of state, and something happened and they were unable to make it. And last week, my son had asked if he could come visit for the weekend, and I told him no. I don't think I ever told my son no for anything in his whole life, but I told him if the plans fell through, I'd definitely call him and he could come for the weekend. So he did arrive here last night on Friday, and today we spent the day up in Gatlinburg, Tennessee in Pigeon Forge. And before he came, he asked me, he's like, Ma, can we go to the cross-stitch store, Dixie Darling, and get a new pattern? He finished his first piece, which I showed, and I'll be including some pictures at the end of that. And we went to the stitching store today, and it was so exciting to go into a stitching store with somebody else who was actually looking for something to buy. To me, that was just super exciting, and it was my son. So we do have a new male stitcher, and I'm going to include a short video with him. I had to beg my son to do the video. He told me no, he's absolutely not doing it. I'm like, Chris, he could beg anything out of me. He could get anything out of me he wants. He knows how to spin his wheels and make me get into anything. So that's just how he works with me. But I'm like, come on, just like a short little video. And he's like, no. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to bribe him. So I took him out to barbecue dinner, and I'm like, you just give me a short video and I will be fine. And he's like, okay. He goes, I'll do it. So I had to bribe him, but he did do a short video, and I'm super excited to share that to you. He is a young stitcher. He's in his 20s, so he's not our age. And I know there's a lot of younger stitchers out there, and he's a male, so it is definitely something that I hope in the future he expands on and, gives back to the community. He said he would never do a YouTube channel. So I said, never say never to anything, because you never know. But I do have a couple other things I want to share. There was a viewer who viewed one of my videos, and she had wrote me, a pretty long post, and she was telling me about herself. And this woman lost everything, and I've been through that process and that hurt and that pain. And on top of that, she lost her mother at the same time. And we exchanged, a couple emails, and I asked her if I could do a video and ask people, to help her out, because somebody did that for me when I lost everything. Carol at Stitching Dreams, hello Carol, I know Carol watches my videos. She did that for me when I lost everything. And I will never forget the outpouring love that I got from the stitching community. It is unbelievable. It gives you hope. It touches your heart in no other way you could possibly imagine. And I wanted to give back. If I could touch just one person, is why I did my videos. If you touch just one person throughout this process, it is so worth it. And I know I made many connections with many people. So it more than exceeded my expectations of doing a YouTube video. I really want to help this woman out. She did give me permission. If you want to help her out and send her a package of cross-stitch items, charts, fabrics, or even just a gift certificate, maybe to 123 Stitch. If you live outside the country, it might be easier to just give a small gift certificate. I'm going to include my email at the bottom of this post. Just send me an email, just put want to help out woman stitcher, and I will definitely email you her name and address, and you could send her out a package. I know the stitching community will definitely meet the need, and I'm excited that somebody else is going to benefit from this process. We all at some point need a little help. So that was really one of my main reasons for doing this video today. The next reason is I have over 700 subscribers, and I do not do any social media. I do not do Facebook. I do not do Instagram, and I know that's how a lot of people get out the word about their channels. I don't have that, and to me that is absolutely amazing. So I am going to do a giveaway, and what I'm going to be giving away is a butterfly needle minder. and that's by Claybykim. And it's a beautiful butterfly. I've given several of these away to people as gifts, and I think it's an amazing thing. She has an Etsy store. I'll include that below. I really do like supporting individual businesses, small businesses over big, large corporations, and that's one of the ways I do it. I buy tons of these for gifts. Needle holders and minders and tins, and she does absolutely amazing work. And the next thing that I'm going to give, it's a pattern by Lizzie Kate, and it's called Summer Smalls. Now, since it's summer, I'm like, that is the perfect pattern. So it is called Summer Smalls by Lizzie Kate. And it does have some beads included. And it's 4 different patterns. And then I think that's awesome. So if you are interested in participating in this giveaway, below, all you have to do, don't put, giveaway or anything like that. Just put your favorite floss color, whether it's DMC, whether it's Gentle Arts, whether it's Week Dye Works, whatever. Everybody has at least one favorite color. Mine is Week Dye Works Capri because it's a greenish teal color, and of course I'll show it to you because I'm going to be doing a project with that. I'm going to show you an update on the sampler piece I am doing, and I did get a little bit more done from last time. I really have not been stitching a lot. I've been doing other things, and you could see I completed the whole next row of the alphabet with the flowers, and I got the beehive done there with the honeycombs around it, and it's such a pretty piece. It's coming along great, so I'm excited about that. And oh, I'm so excited. People, we have so many patterns we want to do, and another one caught my eye, and I had to buy it. I had to kit it up. Like when I went to the cross stitch store today, that was my main thing, was to get the linen I wanted to stitch it on, all the threads, and I want to start on that like right now, but meanwhile I'm doing this and another piece, and I'm not stitching a lot, so I really need to focus. I don't know. I'm having a hard time focusing these days, but this is a piece, and the designer is Hands-On Design, and Cathy does amazing work. And the reason how I came about this pattern is I was looking at all of her other patterns from the last update up on her chalk series, and of course I went and I had to buy the chalk pattern and the linen because I absolutely fell in love with it, and the story behind it with Priscilla's blog, I had to have it. Like I followed Priscilla for years, and it was just something exciting to me. But when I went to her her post and I saw this design, I'm like, I have to have that pattern. Like I paused, I stopped, I went and I bought the pattern like some of you do. I had to have the pattern, and this is the pattern, and it's called Seize the Day. And there's a reason why I'm doing this pattern. I absolutely love this pattern. And I did a different fabric color, and I'm going to show you what I picked out from Dixie Darling today. Yay. I did, look at, it's like a sea foam green. And look at all the colors like that just pop on it. It's going to be so pretty. And this to me represents the sea. And it's called Seize the Day. So I absolutely love the linen I picked out. And I'll show you Capri, because Capri is definitely one of my favorite colors by Week Dye Works. It's a tealish, bluish, the color that attracts me the most in life. Tealish, bluish, and that's me. That's my favorite color. So like I said, if you're interested in that giveaway, just put down what your favorite floss color is, even if it's DMC. I know DMC, I gravitate towards line 31, and I've said that in previous videos. So I'm excited to start this piece, but I need to concentrate on the previous piece, and I'm having problems concentrating on something these days, and I definitely have other things that are occupying my time right now. And like I said, winter is my busiest stitching season. Summer is my slowest because I do other things and I get involved with other things that take up my time. And that is my update for today. It is not a long update. At the end, I'm gonna put a video of my son's interview. Yay, I think we got him. He might become a great stitcher. I think he hasn't done a big piece yet, and the next size that he got, you'll see the patterns that he's going to be doing, and they're larger than that small piece I gave him. It's still a little bit size bigger, and he'll work himself, up to other bigger patterns. And for him to say, hey, can you take me to the cross stitch store? It's like, oh, yes. Like, that's music to our ears, isn't it? And one day he could inherit all this stuff that I have. And he was like, how much is that floss? Like, with the specialized flosses. I'm like, well, yeah, that's more money. And he's like, oh, okay. He goes, all right, maybe I'll look for another pattern. Like, I had to laugh because he's on a budget. He's young. He's paying off student loans, and he's living on his own and stuff like that. But it's kind of funny to see his process. Nothing like mine. I go in, I just pick whatever I want and buy it. Give the credit card. It's nothing like what he does. He's on a budget. I am not. Well, I should be, but I'm not. Not when it comes to stitching. And I told him today, listen, I do not feel guilty for buying any of my stitching stuff. I do not drink. I do not do drugs. I do not spend a lot of money on clothes. This is my hobby and my thing. It brings me great joy, and I do not feel one bit guilty on spending anything on this hobby. I really don't. And I explained that to him, and I think it kind of made sense to him. He understands my logic. Listen, there's a lot of things we could spend our money on that are not productive, not positive. To me, this is something positive, and it's something I love, like my garden. So I hope everybody is having an awesome stitching weekend. I did take my son up to Gatlinburg today. We went to Klingman's Dome. He made me walk up that huge, humongous hill to the tower. He's 26. I'm twice his age. He's booking up this hill. I'm like, I need a break. He's looking at me. I'm like, I'm twice your age. I'm going. I can't run up the hill. And it was a very, very steep hill, and the elevation there is very high. So of course that affects me. I'm not young. I'm getting older. But I did go up. I just took breaks as I went up the hill. He booked up that hill and then came back down. I'm like, oh, you're coming back to get me. But we had an awesome time. I'll include a couple pictures at the end of the mountains, and it was an awesome blue sky, great day. And I showed him Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge and where the cross stitch store was, and that's an area he had never been to before. So it was an awesome day today. And to any of the dads out there, happy Father's Day, because I know tomorrow is Father's Day, and that's a great day. And happy Father's Day, Dad, if he watches. I don't know if he watches my videos, but all the men in our life, they're very important to us. And on that note, I'm going to say happy stitching, everyone. Okay, and I have to come back and add something because I forgot a couple of things because I don't have any notes today. And of course I forgot some things. On my last video, a couple of people asked what I had used for the bookmark that I had made. And I'm going to show you what that is. And it's called Fellows Self-Adhesive Pouches. And these are laminating sheets, but you don't need the machine. You just open up the piece, you open it up, you put it in, and then you peel the sticky side off, and then you just put that over the back and seal it. It's very easy to do. You don't need a laminating machine. Although if you wanted to, you can get the laminating machine. I just found this easier and less expensive for me. It's not something I would use all the time. If I was going to do a ton of bookmarks or things I wanted to laminate, I'd probably buy the laminating machine. But these are self-adhesive, and I did not need the laminating machine. These I did get at Staples, and I'm going to bring it up close. And that's called Fellows Self-Adhesive. So that I got it in Staples. And the next thing I'm going to say is Nicole, Buckeye Stitcher, and I, of course, forgot in my last video. The woman that reached out to me about losing all her things and stitching items and projects and whatever she had made, she watches your videos. So I know you will come through. She did mention you. I figured that I would pass that along to you. Super exciting. And that's it, guys. Everybody have an awesome weekend.
Hey everyone, my name is Chris and I'm Cindy's son. I'm just here to talk about the start of my cross stitch journey and how I've been getting started. I just finished my first project, which is a small piece all in one color, and it's a Halloween themed piece that my mom got me because I love Halloween. And it's a witch and it says, "Why yes I can drive a stick." I found that I really like to sit down and cross stitch. It's fun to do on the weeknights after work. And I decided, since I like doing that piece, I'm going to move on to my next couple ones we just picked up today. It's called Amish Autumn and Winter, and there's 2 Amish scenes, so it's 2 pieces, and has a fall scene and a winter scene, which are my 2 favorite seasons of the year. This is going to be my first piece with multiple colors in it, and I'm looking forward to getting it started. I like a lot of different cross stitch pieces out there. I like the ones that look less Quakery and more abstract as well as pictorial, rather than something quaint and Quakery, I guess. So yeah, that's my journey, and I'm looking forward to stitching more pieces, and thanks for watching.